So hello again, here is another Snap-on restoration. Not so restoration, more of a brighten up. This is a industrial finish ratchet, GT72, 2018. And I'd bought it really cheap on the van, but industrial finish tends to go rusty, so I just decided I'd had enough of it. No matter what I was keeping on it, eventually the moisture was just kept making it go rusty, so I decided it was time. Let's do a video. The video was actually a couple of years ago, and I didn't really know much about putting videos together back then, so I actually found it going back through my photos. So there you go, there's the insides of it. They're actually far better than the older type ratchets, because they didn't really pull to pieces as well. Like the pole gear and the on and off switch was basically riveted together, which used to be a bit of a pain, especially trying to reuse the old one, where these just pull fully apart. Makes it far easier, and they're not a pain to get back like the 936s. So here we are linishing. Didn't really take much, so I started on I think it was 240 or 320 and finished up at 600. So I haven't added it all in just because I don't know if I actually recorded it all at the time, but it would make the video 10 times longer. Finally up to the polishing stage. So you can get away with going up to 600, you can actually get away with only using a firm mop. So managed to buff it just on the firm mop with a couple of compounds that tend to work well together, one for cutting, one for finishing. There's me just doing the on-off switch lever. So as you all know, my videos are not the best, but I am getting there. So eventually I'll start to get onto the ratchet. This is a voiceover, by the way, for anyone that has listened this far. As long as you get the item really hot, you know, you can manipulate the metal pretty well. So I use a soft mop after this as well, but I didn't involve that in the video with a totally different compound again. There it is, finished. There it is, all ready to put back together. You have to clean it really well inside the head because all the polish and dirt gets in there. So I'd give it a really good carb clean. All the little seals and everything inside is really neat. Keeps all the moisture out and all the oil in. You can't put any grease in these because they're so fine that they'll just slip. So you can only put fine oils in, really. When they first come out, I was never a fan of this style of ratchet, but I'm quite gutted now that I'm pretty certain they've discontinued them. But I'm quite good that they brought the 100 tooth one out, because I've really got to liking this style of ratchet. So I'm glad that I bought quite a few in the last few years as well. And they go together quite well as well. So thought I'd involve the full part of putting it back together, just to save me editing the video out and it magically being back together. So remember when I initially done it, I had people moaning online on my pages just because I'd ruined what they classed as rare industrial finish ratchet. But here it is, finally done. Transform the ratchet. So it's easy to look after as long as it's covered in oil, used. You won't get it rusty. I do like to keep my new ratchets as new as possible. And the best thing is, with having this sort of ratchet like this, if you do scratch it, you can just sand it and polish it again. So, again, the only reason I bought an industrial one was, I think it was 25 plus VAT on the van at the time. So my only problem was I didn't buy more. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.